Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back to another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora 4X, and in previous episode we decided that we'll go for minefields on jump points, and we designed the mine warhead already. And we'll have to do the actual mine after we have the warhead designed, which is not that far away hopefully. Let's actually jump right into the game this time, instead of spending half the episode just well, I wouldn't say doing nothing. Oh, we got another slipway added to the survey, which means that we can start retooling another survey ship. Now hold on, let's see. We are retooling the Longbow 4, so Explorer 4 is currently worked on. So survey refit 2, the 3B from Longbow 2. Yeah, 5 is the next one. Sure enough, it's going to take a while, but it should be okay. Now, we could actually start building another freighter over here. I'll add that to the queue. Shipyard task group, excellent, sounds about right. Could take a bit more than a year, but that's fine. And the freighter 2s are fine, we don't necessarily need to make or upgrade those anytime soon. Or most of the civilian ships are not necessarily in a huge need of upgrade right now. Some of them maybe, but nothing huge. Now, we're not currently building any more of the military ships because we don't have the gas, and we realized that we want to improve them. I mean, the point defense ships are okay-ish. The missile destroyers need to get the better launchers. Although, quite frankly, the 3000 second is a bit long. I mean, I suppose we can maybe have some rapid fire stuff and then more of the slower fire, just in case. But I mean, next time we go through, we will have squad transit, so we're not right on top of them. Of course, we might need to do quite a bit of improvement still. Right, but let's keep on going. So I believe we started in December last episode, and we haven't really gotten much further than that yet. I mean, oh, Longbow 5 has completed over. Oh, right, yeah. We got the Iron Mine warhead now. It started on the magazine, so now we can go and design the team skill for survey has increased. Right, but we can design the first stage of the missile now. Actually, no, we probably don't want to do that yet, but we'll put everything else to 0. This was the .652. And no engines. 2 of these, so it will be exactly size 6. It does have the decent... Oh, resolution needs to be upped. Right. That's a lot better. So 6 iron mine. It's 2 of the warheads. Separation range, right, we're going to put that to 410. So basically when an enemy enters the range, it will send them off. And hopefully it works, although we'll have to see. Development cost is actually a bit higher than I thought, but it's fine. I mean, the total cost is only 5.1 per missile, so that's not a huge one. Of course, it doesn't. If both of the warheads hit, it's only going to be doing 8 damage, which isn't huge. But since they are rather cheap, we can craft or produce quite a lot of these. And if we have, say, the mine-laying ships has I don't know, 20 or something of those launchers, so it's going to be 40 missiles at once. sure enough, the point defense might pick up some of them out. I mean, yeah, the point defense will actually pick up some of them, but the speed of the missiles are not terrible. It's was 28.8 thousand kilometers per second. So the point defense will still have some hard time taking them out, but it's not perfect. I mean, I suppose there are other ways that I could have done that, come to think of it, but oh well, it's a bit too late now. Right, so we will... create the iron mine. There we go. So now we can go over here and queue up that one over there. So now there's a lot of missile tech that is being researched, but most of it shouldn't take too long. And then we are also researching the better armor, which is actually going to take a while. We might want to set up or assign another research lab over there. So we're going to remove one of these and assign it over here, which will give it a bit of a boost. It's still going to take a long while, but at least it's going to be a bit less, so we can get that in time for the next generation of ships. Because the extra space is always nice. Now, to be fair, the 3,000 and 6,000 seconds for the reloads for the missiles from the last episode, or the launchers from the last episode, it's actually not that bad if you are at range. If you're point blank, then, I mean, my missile ships shouldn't be at point blank anyway. Alright, we release another fisherman in Valhalla by the looks of it. And we built another fisherman, speak of the devil. And we now completed research on the magazine. We started researching the Size 3 missile launcher. Right, let's have a look at the... I mean, we don't need to do anything about the fisherman. The tug will arrive eventually and take it to Valhalla, I think. Because we can have quite a bit of mine or fishermen around this place. Currently we are mining only 2,500 per year. I mean, quite frankly, we might want to start sending a bit more around to Alta, because over here we are... Ooh, have the productions actually dropped? No, I don't think they have. Not significantly, anyway. We could easily bring in at least one, or maybe even two for this place still. Which would increase the mining speeds over there. Of course, these will be going to Njord, which actually has a decent stockpile now. 35,000 tons total. And of course, they are a fair bit being used right now. Also, there's a lot of infrastructure still under construction. It's going to take a while before it's completed. We have 27 factories and 36 mines. And the terraforming station probably hasn't done much. It has done a little bit, actually. Very little, to be fair. But I might put in another one for the 50% capacity. And we're getting the maintenance facilities up as well. I mean, once we get more construction factories here, it's not going to be a problem anymore. Although, let's have a look. We still have a tiny bit of fuel, okay? But we need to build another fisherman. So add task there. How long is it going to take? So the next one to be completed is going to be in August. There's multiple ships there, mostly whalers and another fisherman. In November for another freighter. We're actually building two of those freighters now. Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. because we are going to need them. But let's keep on going. Oh, we got the launchers now. And we started researching the mine, so what we can do now is queue up some more of the research over there. For the missile gun. I mean, I could probably get the railguns or something like that as well if you wanted to. Yeah, the missile agility is not a terrible thing to have. Well, Ghost Cannon launch velocity. That would increase the... Technically I could increase the range of the point defense turrets. Although... I'm not sure if our niche would make them a bit more expensive. But the accuracy bonus wouldn't be a bad one, quite frankly. Let's see, we can... Let's get the magazine injection chance over there. And then maybe we should get some of the railgun stuff over. No, I don't know. Reload rate for the launchers wouldn't be bad either. There's a lot of good options here. Maybe the box launcher or the warhead irradiation for shooting down at the enemy homeworld, although the allies also live there, so we'll get the ordnance production. That's never going to be a waste, as long as we produce ordnance, which we haven't actually done much lately. How much do we have? We still have 200 size 3 missiles, 80 size 6, some of the dummies. Let's build a bit more. We did get the mines started, we didn't actually research them, so we'll wait until the next turn to do that actually. We'll start producing the mines, we'll, I don't know, produce 1,000 of them. We'll need a lot of them. Now, to be fair, the mine is going to take a bit longer than expected. Low fuel. Oh, right, it's the longbow. That is currently in Munin. Which, well, have a bit of a distance to go there, but we have been exploring there a little bit. We can probably take that off, so it's less clutter over there. So, there's a few asteroids that have things, but none of them seem to have anything huge. That has a bit duranium. Okay, this one is actually not half bad. Not half bad at all. I mean, for duranium, but we're not really lacking in duranium, so probably not going to prioritize that. We do have the fisherman in Comet 4, which has a decent bit of duranium, some boronite, mercasium, and corundium. Speaking of which, how much have we mined there already? Not all that much. I mean, we only have one fisherman there right now. Right, but I might as well start building some of the missiles. Maybe we'll go with the size 3 missiles for now. I mean, we'll get the second generation of missiles once we get the better engines. Hold on. I am blind, but I finally found them. So we'll build, I don't know, 250 of these. Build these at 50%, and another 100 of this size 6. We'll probably need a lot more of the anti-missile missiles, but we've got a decent amount already. We can craft more of the second generation of those eventually. We can build the warheads, but I'm not sure if that will actually be... yeah, I'm not going to bother with that right now. Just making sure, yes, we are using everything there. We don't have any fighters to build yet. I mean, technically we could start building the Unsungs. Speaking of which, let's quickly recheck the design. In case we've... Oh, right, we have actually a little bit extra room here. It was if I want to have armor rating 2, that would be exactly size 10. That will drop the speed a little bit, and frankly, fighters don't necessarily need to have a huge armor. So maybe rather wait until the... Oh right, did I get the... I did get the fuel storage tiny. That would still be plenty of range. And now we would have almost a one... Oh, it has a one hull size of extra room there, which could be used for engines. More or less. And I'm not going to bother with engineering space or anything like that. The fighters are expendable. Actually, one thing that we could add in is one of these gauss cannons. Would technically take it a bit too big, actually. Now, if I was to drop this to 0.2, now it would be the correct size. I mean, the gauss cannons have a shorter range. We would have a decent rate of fire. Well, I say decent, but it would be able to fire a little bit. But on the other hand, I don't know if you want to actually have this sort of multi-purpose thing. Not necessarily. Again, I have no idea how thick armor the enemy has. The gauss would be a waste, quite frankly. Let's put that back to 0.5 now. I mean, I suppose we can leave it at 0.2. Now we have... Oh, it has a lot of spare bears. Interesting. Probably not quite enough to be able to lower the total amount of crew quarters. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. But yeah, the ship is kind of okay. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind adding another weapon there, or like extra capacity of the weapon. I could even potentially make the meson cannon a tiny bit bigger. Hold on, let's have a look. How big is it anyway right now? A size 3. So I can make it maybe 4. The range is not huge on that, and I don't think I've gotten any better in there that I could put in. I mean, if I was to increase the focal size, that would increase the range a little bit. And I suppose the biggest point is to try to stay outside of the enemy point defense range, at least gauss cannon range. So if I was to increase that, I could potentially do that, but that would then increase the rate of fire, or lower the rate of fire rather. So no, maybe not. I think the extra bit of engine would probably be the best. So what we could do is we could have instead of 2 hull size 2 engines, we could have 1 hull size 5. Especially once we get the magnetoplasma drive, that would bring pretty high speed. Also with the big engine we would use a bit less fuel. With this sort of stuff it's probably not going to matter all that much. But that's something to keep in mind. But let's let the clock run a little bit. We've still got a long ways to go before we even get the magnetoplasma drive. Oh right, we can't actually use the auto turns right now because the ship is having fuel problems. Hold on, why are you not? Have I taken off the... Oh, yeah, I have. Whoops. This might be a problem. Okay, now it should be going back. No, I didn't give... I'm an idiot. Okay, well, we got the... Oh, we actually got the Meson Focusing Technology 3. And we got the... Size 6 Iron Mine. Okay. First of all, I put in the condition that if you have less than a certain amount of fuel, but I didn't actually give you orders to do anything after that. So yes, that was my mistake. So we'll get started at least. Not sure if it probably doesn't have enough to get back. And we started on turret tracking speed 5,000 kilometers per second, so that would make our point defense turrets even smaller. Let's have a look now on the Meson cannons. Let's see. It would increase the range a little bit further. It doesn't increase the hull size, which is nice. It doesn't increase the crew requirements either. It does increase the price a little bit. This wouldn't be necessarily a bad upgrade, quite frankly. I mean, the increase in range is rather insignificant still. I mean, it might put us outside of Gauss cannon range, maybe. Might be able to pepper the inside of the ship that way. Slightly better, but still not necessarily all that great. Don't think I'm going to put that into research queue right now. Let's have a quick look. What are we researching? But I mean, I know that we're researching the turret tracking speed, and that's going to take a long while. There would be a lot of different techs here that we could start getting. We don't have any of the microwave stuff, for example. We could get the... Honestly, the Carronades might not be a terrible idea either. For some sort of ship that is guarding the jump points. But right now, I don't think we're gonna do that one either. Let's see if the Explorer actually can get home. If it can't, then we'll have to send in... Should survey completed. Let's have a look, because something was found. Threat A4. Deposit of 300,000 neutronium, accessory 0.1 or 0.01. No, 0.01. 0.1. Thinking is not my strong point today, apparently. Right, so Explorer is now finally going back. And yeah. That's about it really, so Threat A4. If we go over here. So this one, we can now disband that team. I don't remember, have we done... We haven't done survey over here. It doesn't have much in terms of resources. Was this low gravity colonizable planet? Okay, so it technically could be colonized eventually. Might as well send a team here. I mean, potentially more minerals. There's always more minerals. Right, Mimir has now 100,000 population. It could have up to 20 or 200,000 right now. So it does have a little bit available workers. If we were to get a mine in here, we would be able to get a little bit of the resources and start using the construction brigades over here. That might be something that we'll consider later on. And Njord, I mean, there's still a lot of overcrowding there, which is a problem. There's still a fair bit of available workers actually. Almost 500,000. But the number has gone down a fair bit lately, because we have been bringing in a lot of... Well, actually, we haven't brought in extra right now, but I suppose the terraforming station did a fair bit. Yeah, I may need to send in... Oh, one of the civilian shipping lines scrapped one of their freighters. Oh. Okay. Let's have a look at the Humir again. We do have the oiler over there. I'm guessing it doesn't have much in terms of fuel, does it? No, it really doesn't. Let's have a look at the whalers. Is there any whaling fleet that could do a refueling? I mean, we could probably grab in, like, I don't know, 2 million liters from here or something like that, or maybe 3 million liters, and with the oiler, and then take that to Munin to go refuel the Explorer. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I think what we may need to do is we're just gonna send you there, and then we're gonna do the refueling manually. So, restaurant, and move to the whaler fleet. But we seem to be out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.